Welcome back to my Ramadan recipe series, and today we're making this juicy, succulent, slow-cooked beef brisket. I kid you not, guys, this is one of the most minimal effort iftar meal you can make and everyone will love you. I'm first preparing the broth and some vegetables together. Now, typically for this recipe you're meant to add red wine, but I just added in cranberry juice. Season your beef brisket with some salt, black pepper and garlic powder and sear it off on a pan. Transfer everything to a pot to set in the oven. Add your beef broth, some bay leaves and some rosemary. Slow cook in the oven for at least 6 to 7 hours and make sure you're basting it in between. Serve with some creamy mashed potatoes. This is the best iftar you're ever gonna make, guys.
حضرت اليوم سناك خفيف وسهل والأهم إنه صحي. عملته من 3 مكونات بس: مكسرات، مجففات، وشوكولاتة مرة. وهيك تحلاية الأسبوع صارت جاهزة عندي الصبح مع فنجان القهوة لللانش بوكس أو حتى لضيوف آخر الأسبوع. جربوه وحكولي رأيكم. سلطات الباستا بالصيف من الأكلات المفضلة عندي، سهلة سريعة والأهم إنها باردة. سلطة اليوم سرها بتتبيلتها، تتبيلة كريمية بدون مايونيز، فيتا، أفوكادو، ثوم، ليمون، والطعم جد خيال. جربوها وحكولي رأيكم.
If there's one meal that's gonna keep you full all day long and cost less than $10, it's Fool Mdammas. It's basically stewed beans, and you can find these cans at your local Middle Eastern grocery store. Start by heating up a pot with some olive oil and cooking down yellow onion, jalapeno, a little bit of garlic. Then add in the fava beans along with some tomatoes, your spices, salt, pepper, and a little bit of water. Then just cover and cook for about 15 minutes until the beans are tender. I like a more mashed consistency, so I used an immersion blender to blitz in random spots and then finish with lemon juice. Traditionally, we serve this with a ton of veggies on the side, and I love scooping it up with some raw white onion and de-seeded jalapenos. Don't forget to add a good glug of olive oil in the center, of course some fresh naan, and it's ready to enjoy. If you love spicy and you love shrimp, make these sweet and spicy gochujang shrimp bowls. Marinate some shrimp with smoked paprika, salt, white pepper, lime juice, avocado oil, and cornstarch. For the sauce, combine gochujang red pepper paste, sugar, sesame oil, soy sauce, lime juice, rice vinegar, a couple spices, and some water. Cook the shrimp in a hot, lightly oiled pan for about a minute per side, just until it starts to change color. Then in the same pan, cook down some garlic, add in the gochujang sauce, let this simmer until thickened, then add in the shrimp and cook for 1 more minute. Serve this over some jasmine rice with cubed up pineapple, top it off with sesame seeds, green onion, and it's ready to enjoy. At least once in a lifetime, everyone should experience a shawarma made entirely from scratch, so here's how you do it. You want to use a mixture of boneless, skinless chicken thighs and chicken breast for this. For the marinade, combine olive oil, lemon juice, yogurt, minced garlic, the shawarma spices, and the chicken. Massage that in really well, and ideally you want to let this marinate for several hours. To cook the chicken, you can line it on a vertical spit, or you can just put it on some bamboo skewers and bake that in the oven until it reaches an internal temperature of 165. Then you can slice up the chicken into strips like this. To use this in a shawarma wrap, I whipped up my soft and chewy naan recipe, but this time I stretched the dough out thinner and shaped it into a circle, then I cooked it on an upside down heated pan. I also made some fresh homemade garlic sauce, aka toom, to go with this because no shawarma is complete without it. Don't forget the pickles, pomegranate molasses, and a cabbage slaw to keep things fresh. Now to make these extra special, you're gonna brush them with the leftover chicken juices, sprinkle with some sumac, and then toast them in a hot pan until they're nice and crispy. Serve it up with some fries, more garlic sauce on the side, and it's ready to enjoy. If someone asks you to pick between a soft taco or a hard shell, tell them they're wrong because the answer will always be both. I like to brown my ground beef in a hot pan with some oil and season with a ton of spices, some chipotle peppers, salt, pepper, and sugar. Pour in some water and let this simmer for about 10 minutes to get that beef extra juicy. For the game changer, add some shredded cheese to a soft tortilla, microwave this for about 20 seconds, then lay a hard shell taco in between. The cheese is gonna act like a glue, which means you can enjoy all the crunchiness of a taco without it ever falling apart. If there's one marinade that should get an award for how simple yet delicious it tastes, it should go to Juche Kebab. Combine ground up saffron, sugar, and hot water to make the saffron water, then slice up the chicken thighs into strips like this. Marinate the chicken in a little bit of saffron water for about 15 minutes, then go in with lemon juice, yogurt, olive oil, black pepper, salt, turmeric, sliced onions, minced garlic, and a little bit of saffron powder. Pop this in the fridge for at least 3 to 4 hours so the chicken has time to absorb the color and flavor. Cook these on the grill for that added smokiness, and don't forget to brush with a saffron lemon butter sauce. I made a super simple sumac aioli to go with this, along with some crispy tahdig and a Shirazi style salad. I feel like this is only complete with some grilled veggies on the side. Top it off with some more sumac, a little more of that saffron lemon butter, and it's ready to enjoy. Nothing says Ramadan like breaking your fast on some good soup, and this lentil soup is one that will always have a seat on my table. Just saute onions, potatoes, carrots, and whole garlic cloves in a little olive oil, then add in your wash and drain lentils along with curry powder, cumin, salt, black pepper, chicken bouillon, and let this simmer for about 30 minutes until everything is tender. Blend this up using an immersion blender so it's nice and smooth, then finish it off with lemon juice. I like to make croutons to go with this, which is just some cut up sourdough toasted in an air fryer with a little bit of olive oil and salt. Then all you do is plate up the soup. You can top it off with some fresh parsley, chili flakes, or chili olive oil, and it's ready to enjoy. One of the best chicken marinades is peri peri, and this version with a lemon butter sauce is something you're going to want to try. Cut up boneless, skinless chicken thighs, then roast a red pepper until it's soft and the skin is charred. Let this cool, then peel off the skin and add that to a food processor along with some red chilies, yellow onion, basil, garlic cloves, a couple spices, salt, sugar, black pepper, lemon juice, white vinegar, and water. Get this all blended, then slowly stream in some oil, pour the mixture over your chicken thighs, and let it marinate for as long as you like. Get the chicken on some skewers and cook these in a super hot grill pan for about 8 to 10 minutes per side. Pour some reserved peri peri marinade into a saucepan, then add in Kewpie mayo, whisk it all together, and then slowly whisk in some butter and finish off with smoked paprika and garlic powder. Then drizzle that butter sauce all over your chicken, top with green onions, and enjoy. The moment it gets cold outside, all I can think about is shepherd's pie, so let's make some. Get some ground beef in a pan, season with salt and pepper, and break that up into little pieces. Add in onions, grated carrots, minced garlic, tomato paste, flour, soy sauce, ketchup, and white vinegar. Pour in water, add rosemary, thyme, and allspice. Let this simmer covered on a medium heat for about 10 minutes, then add in frozen peas and cook for 5 more minutes. For the mashed potatoes, boil some potatoes until they're knife tender, then mash them up. Add in melted butter, heavy cream, pecorino romano, dried parsley, garlic powder, and egg yolks. Whip that all together until it's nice and smooth, and then just assemble in an oven-safe baking dish, starting with a layer of the beef on the bottom and the creamy potato gets piped on top. Use a fork to create these crackled edges, which helps it get crispy. Top with black pepper, more pecorino romano, bake for about 20 minutes, and enjoy.
بسم الله.
Get ready to spice up your dinner table. We are serving up peri-peri chicken and rice that's seriously addictive. First, grab your blender and toss in an onion, a handful of chilies, zesty lime zest, and a peeled lime. Don't forget the garlic cloves. Add salt, smoked paprika, dried oregano, thyme, tomato paste, brown sugar, white vinegar, and oil. Let's blend it all into a smooth, vibrant marinade. Now take those chicken thighs, pour that marinade all over the chicken. Make sure each piece is perfectly coated and let those flavors mingle for at least few hours. Time to preheat your oven. Arrange chicken thighs on a wire rack upside down. Bake for 45 minutes or until tender. Remember to flip halfway and brush some marinade. Meanwhile, let's prepare the rice. Rinse the rice thoroughly, then soak it. In a large pot, heat some oil, add diced onions and colorful bell peppers, sauteing until the onion turns translucent. Now stir in that soaked rice, pour in that delicious reserve marinade, and this is totally optional. Add some chicken seasoning. Pour water, bring it to boil, then cover and let it simmer until all water is absorbed and the rice is tender. Once the rice is ready, fluff it up and top with those beautifully baked chicken thighs, and for that extra kick, squeeze fresh lemon juice right over the chicken. And there you have it. Your delicious peri peri chicken and rice is ready to enjoy. Dig in.